Hello, beautiful people. It's your girl Neyssa with Expansive Taste. Here we expand our realities to ultimate greatness and learn to receive the best out of life. So, a couple days ago, I made a graph called the Thought Graph. And what that graph did is that it took sexually liberated women and placed them in different parts of the graph, depending on the factors that are like societal structures and validation. And I guess the graph could be slut shaming and sex worker shaming, but guess what? I'm a very fair person, okay? I'm a very fair person, so I made one for the guys too. And honestly, this one that I made for the guys, I'm actually very proud of it. Like, I actually think it's perfect. When I made the thought graph, I knew that there was like room for growth and that maybe I didn't hit all the marks. And even someone commented that the title of the graph should be the whole spectrum. And I was like, yeah, that actually does sound like a better title. I feel like I should have made it something like whole spectrum. But this one, I think this one for the men, it's actually perfect. And I don't know what's driven me to make this kind of content, but I feel like maybe I'm in my Mean Girl era and now I'm making a bunch of burn books. So you really don't have to take me seriously. This is something that's passing. I'm gonna get over it. I'm gonna like, I don't know, make other types of videos eventually. I mean, I do. I make lots and lots of videos. But this one, please don't let it offend you too much. You know, I'm just a girl. So this graph is called the low and high value man pyramid, and it explains the effects of self awareness and ego on the man's hierarchy and status. On this chart, I did use a pyramid, and I feel like you'll understand why later. But yeah, so on the y axis, we are measuring self awareness, and on the x axis, we are measuring ego. On the bottom left corner, we would have to show someone that represents someone who is like very unself aware and has no ego. And the only person that fits that category would be a baby boy. The baby boy is so new to the world and he's innocent and he has so much to learn. And yeah, we have high hopes for the baby boy. We want the baby boy to make his way to the top of the pyramid. But of course, you know, we allow him to do that with the proper guidance and the right kind of nurturing. And next we have the water boy or the bench warmer. This guy right here, he's a helper. He doesn't have the skills quite yet to actually take action in this world. He's a rookie, he's in learning mode, and really at some point he has to develop the kind of ego and self-awareness to better himself enough to step in the game. But right where he isn't in a position where anyone really wants to be, and he's not really good with the ladies. He gets no bitches. And next we have the nice guy. And the nice guy, really, he's cool. But he can also sometimes be known as like the guy that gets friend zoned or the backup plan. He's generally a decent person and he might have a lot of things going on for him. Like, you know, he has a job. He probably, you know, is good with finances. And maybe he has his own place and he's a kind, compassionate, intelligent person. But he is where he is because he doesn't quite have the confidence yet. And he also is not completely self-aware. Like there is something that is missing. There is something that he could apply to his life that could bring him up to the top of the pyramid, but you know, it's just not quite there. Maybe he just needs to dress better, play less video games, go to the gym, actually have good hygiene. Maybe he just needs a girlfriend to tell him what he needs to know so that he can have more confidence and also be more self-aware so that he knows how to improve himself. And on the top of the pyramid, we have the godly man. Rest in peace. I couldn't think of anyone better to put there than Chadwick Boseman from Black Panther. The godly man is very self-aware and is balanced in his ego. He makes a wonderful leader, a great communicator. He's intelligent and he's a compassionate person. And he's also self-aware enough to know that there's always room for improvement. So he's constantly on a journey on like how to improve his life, how to improve his personality, and how to care for more people and help more people. The godly man is a well-rounded person and he has goals and he's disciplined. And everyone who meets this person, they know that this godly man, he's onto something. He's doing something right. And all the women who want this kind of man, at least the women who have enough self-love to recognize greatness. Next, we have the Bachelor, and he might have been a godly man at some point or is very close to becoming one, but at some point he got lost in the sauce and was overtaken by his ego. And he might be pretty successful, but he doesn't have a clear direction in life. He's definitely procrastinating. He doesn't want the responsibility of being a leader or caring about people as much as he cares about himself. And this particularly frustrates women because they know that he has so much potential, but he seems to be stuck in his ways. And next we have the Brads and Chads, and these are definitely one of the most insufferable men. They are known also as the fuckboys, and Manifestel would say, what is it? She says, bare minimum, low effort men. The Brads and Chads have overinflated egos, and they seem to have tricked themselves into thinking that they made it in life. These guys might go to the gym and have a job, but that's literally all they bring to the table. These guys only think with their peepees, and it seems like their only goal in life is to have a nice car. These are also the guys that will trick themselves into believing that they are the prize in the relationship. These are the guys that will practice weaponize incompetence, and they feel like they're too good to learn basic skills like how to cook and clean, and they somehow can't manage to learn basic communication skills or have emotional intelligence. And next we have the predators, the narcissists, the psychopaths, and these people are literally the worst. They are the bottom of the barrel. And these people are so terrible because they really believe that they are God and they are the center of the universe. They are perpetual victims, they take zero accountability, and if anything ever goes wrong, it's always someone else's fault. These people are truly evil and they give in to all of their 7 deadly sins. They are lustful, they are prideful, they have rage. They see any good thing other people have and they want it all for themselves. They are thieves, they are rapists, they are murderers, they are abusers, and they need to be avoided at all costs. Yeah, so that was the low and high value man pyramid. And I feel like with this one, I feel like I did the math right. This was seriously so fun for me to make, and if you're offended, then just figure out how to be the godly man, okay? Be the godly man and you won't be offended. So I hope you found this entertaining, also educational. Yeah, I feel like an educator at this point. If you haven't watched my thought graph video yet, then go ahead and do that. I feel like there's something to learn from there too. So both the men and the women have been attacked. I'm a very fair person. And yeah, that is all, beautiful people. Thank you for watching and making it to this point of the video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you. Goodbye, beautiful people. I send you my love. Mwah. Bisous.